Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new unit in depth, and this time I will start with the fast attacks unit, and we start with the Chaos Bikers. It's a unit that is costing 70 points, and for 70 points you have 3 bikers, 2 Chaos Bikers, and the champion. Uh, they are equipped with power armor, ball pistol, close combat weapon, frag and crack grenades, and the Chaos Bike, of course. And the champions have the Champion of Chaos rule, so have to accept and have to issue challenge if nobody issues challenge. Uh, you might add, you can add up to 7 more bikers for 20 points per model, and up to 2 of the bikers close, they can replace either close combat weapon or the twin-link ball gun with one of the following: the flamer, the melta gun, or the plasma gun. The Chaos Biker champion might take items from melee and ranged weapons, and the Chaos Biker champion might take Gift of Mutation for 10 points. The champion can also take Melta Bombs for 5 points, and we can put marks to the unit. We can put the Mark of Corn, Thench, Snargle, of Slanish. The Mark of Snargle, you will see that it's costing 6 points, Thench 3, and Corn and Slanish is costing 2 points. And then you can take also the icons as in all the generic units. So you can take the icon of Wrath, Flame, Despair, Excess, Vengeance. Wrath 20 points, Flame 15 points, Despair 10 points, Excess 35 points, and the Vengeance for 25 points. And you can take Veterans of the Long War for 1 point model. So first of all, we have to be careful. These bikers are not as strong as the bikers from the Space Marines, as they don't have fearless, and they don't have, and they shall know no fear. So you have to be careful on that. On the other side, if you the yeah, this is one of the points. The other point is I think bikers have to be used as a tactical unit, a fast-moving tactical unit. Don't engage them in close combat because normally they will be outnumbered. They don't have a huge amount of attacks. They will have 1 attack per each biker. So in close combat they will not excel. They will not be very good. Although they have a close combat weapon and a ball pistol, they will have 2 attacks per each. I don't expect them to excel in close combat, even if you put the champion with Power Fist. I think the bikers are there to grab objective and to shoot and use the shooting in the distance. As you can put flamers, melta guns, and plasma guns, I think the best options are the melta guns in that case, because thanks to the speed you can get in the range of the melta gun. The plasma gun have the drawback that with one you get a automatic wound, and this is jeopardizing your main advantage, that is the extra toughness that you have, toughness 5. Especially if you want to go very hard and make a very resilient unit, you can put them Mark of Nurgle. This will make them a little bit expensive, 6 points per model, but they will be at the same time at toughness 6, making them really resilient. And in that case, I don't think you want to risk it with the plasma gun. You don't want to use a model just because you roll a 1 on your plasma gun, and you prefer to. I think it's better choice to use the melta gun in that case. As we think this unit, or as I presented this unit more as a tactical unit to hold objectives, to move around, and to use the shooting abilities, the only equipment that I will think about on the champions, maybe is the combi weapon to increase or to add to the shooting abilities, and the other option can be the melta bombs, just in case you want to attack a vehicle in close combat or you want to finish a vehicle in close combat. The melta bomb can be a good addition to the equipment. This together with the frag, with the crack grenades, this can make some punch in case you want to finish vehicles in close combat. I think this is the best option for the bikers. I will not go against hordes or something like that unless it's the last resource or unless you want to win time for other units. But be aware that 3 bikers will not resist that long in front of a horde. Your armor is still 3 plus, and you will not, and although they will win most of the time to you with sixes or fives, at the end the saturation will kill the Vikers. So Vikers are also killed by saturation. I will consider to go to units of 5 maybe. Units of 3 are a little bit short. If you want to use the special weapons, you will start losing them very fast. I think units of 5 is a good compromise. You will have 2 bikes that will can be used as a shield for the ones with the special weapons. If you go a unit of 5, this will go to 110 points. Plus, if you put the Mark of Norgal, this will add 30 points more, is 140 points, and the special weapons and 2 Melta guns will go to 160 points. This will make quite a resilient unit, but is also quite expensive with 160 points. This is without any type of equipment on the champion. I will not recommend to use, for the same reason, I will not recommend to use the icons. I think the icons are too expensive for what they add. And I think the best mark that is combining with bikers is the Mark Snorkel. Of course, if you are doing fluff armies or you want to do dedicated to other armies, you can use the other marks. I think adding the 6 invulnerable safe is not adding too much because you will most of the time you will have the terrain that will be better than the Mark of Sage. The Mark of Slaanesh can be interesting if you want to go close combat, but as I said, I don't see the bikers as a close combat unit. I think there are other vexes that are better, and the same for the Mark of Corn. I don't think Mark of Corn is mainly if you want to go into close combat, and I don't think the bikers you want to put them in close combat. As I said, unless is the last option, unless you want to attack vehicles like rhinos or something like that that you can wound or you can kill by your attack, so you just want to remove the last wound to a vehicle like a Vindicator or, for example, a Predator or a Lemon Ruse, and you want to do the last attack to the back or the rear armor of one of these tanks. So as I said, for me, bikers are good flankers, very mobile, very interesting option. I think bikers today are one of the best options when we play milestone missions, especially because you can cover more terrain, you can be in different places, and you can use them very tactically. They give a lot of flexibility, short range shooting with the Melta guns, and they can be quite resilient with the Mark of Nargel. You can also use flavors. This will make them as anti-ort unit. Flavor is limiting a little bit more the unit. You will focus them. They will be focused more on killing light infantry, light medium infantry. So this is a decision you have to do. What is the best option for your bikers, and will depend on the equipment that you have on the rest of your army. If you want to dedicate them to hunt vehicles, to Melta guns, if you want to dedicate them to hunt infantry, light infantry, flamers, if you want to dedicate them to hunt heavy infantry like Terminators, again Melta guns, and a Melta combi for the sergeant or for the champion in that case. The veteran of the long guard, that is the last option that we have in all of them. As usual, I think if you do this, in that case can be interesting because the numbers are not going to be very big. We are going to talk between 3 and 5 bikers. I think adding +1 to leadership is very interesting, especially because you don't have fearless, and on top, if you fight against Space Marines, you will have some boost, you will have preferred enemy. So I think in the case of the bikers, I will always recommend to put the veterans of the long war to be a little bit more, to avoid that the bikers are running away just because of the losses, and to make them more, how's it called this, reliable under leadership. Yeah, because having leadership 10 of the champion will make them quite reliable, and they will not run away very easily under shooting. So especially because the numbers are low, so if you start with 5, you lose 2 bikers, you have to start checking for leadership after that. So that's all for now. So I hope you find this interesting. Let me know how you use the bikers, and if you use them in another way. I think it's one of the most, maybe together with the Plague Marines, they are one of the most interesting choices. and together with the forge field. I think these are the key. I think the units that are most used in that codex are from troops. We find normally the cultists. From elites, we have the plague marines. For fast attack, I will say we have the bikers that are competing with the Helldrake, and then on the heavy support, normally we have the forge field. So yeah, bikers, one of the most I will say interesting choices in the Chaos Codex. Maybe one of the strongest choices. And yeah, that's all for now. So please let me know if you use Vikings, how you use them, and if you have fight against them, if you find them quite difficult to deal with, or it's just another unit more. And as usual, please like, comment, subscribe if you don't subscribe it. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon support. I have a Patreon, so you can be patron of the channel in case that you want to support me. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.